for beginners from Oriental Art Supply. And the last few sessions we have done the bamboos. We have get tremendous compliment and support to say that it helps a lot of painters, whether they are beginners or they are experienced painters. So I thought I will follow that momentum to do orchid, which is another fundamental, I wouldn't say beginner subject, it's a fundamental subject. And it involves two parts, flowers and leaves. And after trying working on it, and I find the flower is a little bit more friendly to the beginners than the leaves. So we'll start with the flowers. And this is the book that I'm using as a guide, which is a Chinese brush painter and instructional guide, gold edition, which just published the end of last year. And compared to the first edition, which is 40 years ago, a lot of you have it, and we sold it. We had reprinted 4 times. And this is the Chinese brush painting and instructional guide, both by Ning Yeh, 40 years difference. So this newer edition, the chapter still followed the first book, but all the artwork has redone, and you can see, and then instruction also he has perfected rewrite. And so the 2 books difference is 40 years experience in teaching as well as painting. And I have find it very helpful for me when I try to do this subject. So on the page 35 of this book, and these are the flowers that I was initially trying to do. And I was very humbled. It didn't come out very well. So after several try, I thought, oh, this should be easy. And then I was having trouble. So then what I did is that I followed his instruction, which is started from the bud to a partial open flower to the complete open flower, and then add a stem and a tiny leaf to it. And I find that kind of speed my progress, and then the result was much friendly. So today I would do the same thing. The paper I'm using is one of our newer Xuan paper, very friendly to use, for as well as budget friendly. So I cut about a 12-inch piece from this roll, and then fold in 4. And then I'm going to cut this into strips like this, and then that will help me to do all the things that I want to accomplish today. On the practice I will show you later on, I was home and I had some leftover colors. So the 3 color I used was indigo, yellow, and crimson. And I will show the color rendition as soon as I finish cutting the paper. And then in today's demo, we'll start with the ink only, so it's easier. You can focus just on less things. And then as we going into later on sessions, in the next few sessions, we'll get into the flower, the color. So I want to show you this is my later on work. And then, but I started with flower bud, and I will show you later on. And I find that even though in the book it started with leaves, but I think for beginners without a lot of calligraphy training, the flower is much easier, more friendly. So I'm starting on page 34 with the bud first. And then, so we talked about paper, and then we're going to use the student Grace ink, which is in the beginner kit. And I started with a couple drops, the straight ink. And then I'm bringing some water into another dish. So then I have some light ink. Paper weights to stabilize the paper. So this is so I only need 2 tones of ink. Here's my light ink, and then my dark ink. So on the dark ink, I will have it lean against the brush rest, so I will have some more on the top. It's more dense, and I won't get too much of it. And on this one, to see if I can do it. I think I can do this. So anyhow, then here is my paper towel. So I want to see if the ink is light enough. Yes. All right, and on the brush, any of the small brush you have would work. So 40 years ago to now, Happy Dot is one of the most popular and brush to do this, and we have gotten great review about this. Later on, we have different brush maker who has made a series of small brushes that you can find in our website. Our pre-Happy Dot, Happy Tail, Panda Paws, and this one, Evan, you might want to help me with the name.
That red one is called the Happy Go Lucky brush.
Okay. And these, the difference of if you have the Happy Dot, you might want to try one of these smaller later on brush. The difference is shorter, have more body to it than the Happy Dot. The Happy Dot is more softer, longer, so it's more versatile. But these other brushes is easier to handle. So I would highly recommend, if you have already Happy Dot, you might want to try another smaller brush that we have. So I started with the flower bud. So the flower bud is one of the most common used stroke. The first one I call an S shape. And I load my brush about, I would say, less than a quarter. So I have enough transparency. So we'll do this. So this again, I want you to see this. So what you wanted to do is you wanted to be able to have all different directions. So you can see this is that direction. This is toward looking to the right. That's toward the left. So you find this brush, this stroke would be very useful for later on. So to finish this bud, I have a little skinny stroke right next to it. And then the next stroke is very important. So this is like a bracket looking at each other. The next stroke is used as bone stroke. Followed by the S stroke. So you can see that I'm a little bit curving this stroke. And then I use the dark ink to put a dot in the middle. So this is the center of my bud. So this is one brush looking to the left, and then we're going to do one brush looking to the right. A little tiny stroke by this. And then follow the center of the bud is the stem. So a little bit curvy. So it's important this direction is coming together.
Okay.
I'm going to dip my happy dot into the dark ink and then put a little dot in the middle. So that's the center of the bud. So you can see I have the bud looking to the left, one bud looking to the right. So you need to learn how to do this, both directions. So then after this, we're going to do partial opened flower. And our last Friday, we have the virtual session about composition. Today, I'm going to refer that even more. So if you missed it, you might want to get the recording. So I load the light ink and tip dark ink. So I'm doing a center to the left. And then I have a support stroke on the side. And then more dark ink. This is the base of my flower. So every stroke have to point it coming back, if not connected, but looking toward the center. So you can see it's coming lined up with the center. And this stroke is where it's placed is right above the first stroke, tilted to the left. And then the second stroke, you want to, the third stroke, you want to look toward this side, and then end a little bit higher than this, the end of this bud. And then you also can refer to the book to see the distance. You want to make sure this one stroke is longer and skinnier. And then you wanted to follow this center to do a stem to hold this flower. A little bit curving. And then intense ink. So this distance is important. You don't want it to be too low because we want to put the center of the flower here. So this is a partial flower toward the left. Now we're going to do a partial flower toward the right. So I have my brush has light ink on the top, and then I'm making the center toward the right, and then supporting. And I have this side a little bit shorter but bigger, looking to the center of here. And I have this is a little bit, and I have third stroke a little bit skinnier, and have a space like a U. And then the third stroke is also, you can see every stroke is coming to the base, which is very important. Then I have a stem, follow. And then my ink, straight ink to do the dot. So now you have two partially opened flower, one toward the right, one toward the left. So now we're going to do fully opened flower. And you can see the center stroke is the host stroke, is the star of the everything. So then I have second stroke to pair this one. And then I have one third stroke on the top. You can see they're all coming to the base. And then the left stroke coming toward this part. You want to leave this part for the center stroke. Okay, so you follow this stem a little bit curvy and make it longer so you can see. And then I have the center of here. So this is my flower looking to the left. Now I'm going to do one looking to the right. I have light ink in my brush and tip the dark. So going to do and then I have one long one here looking to the base, and I have another one a little bit wider and lower because I'm leaving this part higher. So this is going to be Then I'm looking for the stem a little bit curvy to the, and then I will do the dark center. So now I have 3 flowers, 4 flowers, 2 partial, 1 looking to the left, 1 looking to the right, and this full open, 1 looking to the left, 1 looking to the right. So then the next steps, I'm going to do the whole length of the So after I practice these flowers, then this full length flower would be much easier than if you started right from here. So the first one, I'm going to do this one, which is a droopy flower. So I start with a little ink on my brush and then tip with the dark ink. And then I have a short stroke diagonally above that, also looking for this base. Then I have another one cross that one. You can see this paper is pretty friendly, even though I paint wet on wet, hasn't been running for me. I hope this one doesn't. Okay. And then this one is a little bit higher and out. And then I have, you can see that I'm following this curvy that way. And then this one. And then I have add this dark ink in the center. So this is my droopy one. And then on the side, this side, I'm going to make a fully open the flower looking to the right. So this is going to be end lowered on this, connected with this base. And this one, I'm going to do a little higher in the skin here. And then I'm going to have the stem. And I'm going to do the center right outside. So this is the fully open the flower looking to the left. And I'm going to do another one. Looking to the left. So these distance are important to make this whole flower look right. So this one is going to connect it higher. And then I have a curve. And then I'm going to do a center here. So next I will do a very fast and bigger one for a finished composition so you can see where I'm leading to. So after all that work, this is where I'm going for. So this is where I'm heading off after this 3 process. I hope you can go through the same process with me, and I'll see you next time. We'll do more on the orchid.